So a lot of people are always like, man, it sounds really good at a low volume, but when I turn it up, it doesn't sound right. And what you're hearing is them limiting the output to keep their speaker safe. They don't want you to push it too hard and smoke it, right? So in that situation, all right, hey guys, so just wanted to give you the walkthrough on Ratchet's Shelby GT500. This thing is an absolute beast. We did a ton of stuff to it. Basically, everything that's plastic got replaced with carbon fiber. Splitter, vents, hood cowl, side skirts, rear diffuser, pretty much you name it, every piece of carbon fiber available for this vehicle, trunk sill plate, everything, you name it, it has it. We also did a full Redenzo radar laser defense system, so this is an ultimate edition. These systems are only offered by platinum dealers. So platinum dealers actually have to take a test. So we have to actually become certified in order to install the platinum system. If you do the ultimate edition, you get lifetime warranty and lifetime ticket-free guarantee. That's insane. Nobody else can say that. So, but again, only offered by platinum dealers. So if you're interested, look for a platinum dealer in your area, or you can reach out to us. So it's got 3 heads in the front, 2 heads in the rear. So you got 1, 2 for the RXs. And then on the front, we got 2 RXs and a TX in the center. All right. So for the display, we opted for right here. It's right above the rear view mirror. So the nice thing is it's in his view, rear view mirror, so you can see your speed, directions of the attack, what type of gun, the whole 9. The other nice thing is you can just pop it off, snap it right back on. So it makes it super easy, right in your line of sight, and no major modification to the vehicle. The other thing that we did is again, on the Redenzos, they have an LED for the ALP section, but they don't have one for the Redenzo section. So we custom make a piece in order for it to go off, whether it's radar or laser. And what we do is we mount an LED that faces the cluster. So every time it goes off, it lights the whole cluster up. So basically there's no way, you can see that. Basically, there's no way you can miss that, right? So no matter, even if you don't audibly hear it, you'll see that light up your cluster and let you know that you're under attack. We also didn't want to drill holes in his brand new carbon fiber front bumper. So we put in one of our stow and show brackets, but we customized it. Where it normally lives, it doesn't look so hot. So we modified them and we mounted it off center. Also, it keeps it from blocking the radar laser defense, because otherwise where it's sat normally too, it would kind of interfere with our laser defense. So we wanted to make sure to not do that, obviously. So we also did all the window treatments. So we did the windows all the way around. Obviously with a car like this, you want to keep it. So we also did IGLA and drone. Basically, it has a kill switch as well as a GPS tracker. So you're able to, one, keep them from taking it, but if they did take it with a tow truck or something else, you could track the vehicle and find it. So we also added bass to this vehicle. So this does have the upgraded audio system with the sub, but it's still not great. The bad part about these vehicles is they have a limit circuit. So basically, the bass sounds good at a low volume, but once you start to turn it up, it in essence lowers the bass. Even though the volume's going up, it's lowering the output, and that's to protect not so great speakers in the car from blowing up. So we added our own subwoofer, but the client didn't want to take up any additional space, so we'll show you that. We did a custom enclosure in the spare tire well. This car does not have a spare, so we did a custom enclosure in the spare tire well. It's really nice. It's bolted to the vehicle, and you can't tell it's there, but when you turn the knob up, you can totally tell it's there. All right, so this is the enclosure. So as you can see, it's got rounded corners, so it kind of mimics the floor of the vehicle, and it's a 12-inch sub. So we're running 500 watts to a 12-inch sub. Here's the factory sub actually lives there. And again, you would look at that, you would actually think it would sound pretty good. And it does at a low volume, but the problem is they're restricting it, because to keep people from blowing it up, they're turning it down as you turn it up. So a lot of people are always like, man, it sounds really good at a low volume, but when I turn it up, it doesn't sound right. And what you're hearing is them limiting the output to keep their speaker safe. They don't want you to push it too hard and smoke it, right? So in that situation, we either have to add an interface or an amplifier that compensates for that. So what happens is, as the radio's turning it down, our module or our interface is turning that back up. So now it sounds like it should sound from the factory, but we're able to get a ton more bass out of it. So if you've ever done a system in a new Ford, a new Chevy, quite a few vehicles do this actually, and it just doesn't sound right, or it hits at a low volume, but as soon as you turn it up, it seems to not hit as much, or it hits at the same level that it hit at the lower volume. That's what's going on. The car is compensating for the bass. It has what's called bass roll-off. In other words, the bass is rolling off in order to protect the speakers. So you have to make sure that the shop understands that and they have a way to counter that.
Visit our website at showtimeaudiochicago.com.